everybody. How are you doing, guys? I hope you're doing great. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I appreciate each and every one of you every time you come on board. So guys, today I'm gonna teach you how I make a local Nigerian soup called Edikaikong. This I titled Edikaikong in the diaspora. Why? Because we're going to be using frozen vegetable. If I was in my country, Nigeria, I will be privileged to use the fresh leafy vegetable. But here, this is what I got. So I got to show you that even if you're not living in Nigeria, you still do not miss making those lovely local soup, okay? So for this soup, I'm going to be needing, this is spinach. If it was in Nigerian, I'm going to be using Ogo, also known as pumpkin leaves. Over here, this is water leaf. It's this color because it's frozen. In Calabar, it is called momong. That's what it's called. That's water leaf over here. I mean, it's full of water. That's why where he got his name from. All right? That's the main vegetable of the day. So right here I got my cow skin, which is pomo, cow tripe, which is shaki, and I got goat meat over here. This is not the burnt one, it's just the regular fresh one. You could use beef if you want, you could even use fish, it's your choice. And here I've got stock fish. This is frozen. I always cook them and put them in the freezer for easy use. And this is dry fish. You could use smoked mackerel. Also here, the recipe mostly calls for yellow habanero pepper, but I want to mix up the colors for more flavor. Here I got orange color, yellow, and red scotch bonnet pepper. And you're going to be needing like a cup of red palm oil, a very good one. You're going to be needing salt, and I have crayfish here. I have seasoning cube. I have the one for beef, and I have the one for, where is it? Crayfish. Also, onions is just for the boiling of the meat. So basically, this is what we need for this. It's not hard. I remember growing up, I used to think it was so difficult to make this, but I grew up among the Efik people, so I got to learn how to make this. So this dish is originally known for the Cross River people, and the Efik, the ibibios, all those people, the Calabar, those lovely people. This is their meal, just like afang soup belongs to them also. So let me go ahead and show you how I'm gonna season it and then boil it, and we go from there. Once again, thank you for joining me. If you haven't subscribed, please kindly subscribe. I really appeal to you to subscribe to help this channel grow. If you're returning subscribers, God bless you so much. Thank you for always coming. Thank you for believing in me. I really appreciate each and every one of you. All right, let's go. Okay, I'm going to be boiling the cow skin and the goat meat and tripe together because the cow skin is really not that hard. So if you have your stock fish, you go ahead and boil it, but mine is already boiled. Now I'm adding the stock cube. Here I got the beef stock, and I have the crayfish stock. It's a very simple seasoning that you need. You don't really need much. I'm not going to be boiling with water for now. This soup doesn't really call for water because the vegetables on its own have enough water. Like I said, the water leaf is full of water. And now the spinach also, if you were using the pumpkin leaf, which was the Ogo, then it has water, but it wouldn't be as much as the one for spinach. So right here, it's already seasoned. I'm going to go ahead right now and put it on the stove, allow it to boil, and then we'll continue from there. All right, so I'm just going to cover it and allow it to boil. When it boils for like, let's say like 10 minutes, then I could add a little water if needed, okay? Well, also, you might be wondering why I didn't put salt. I want the meat to boil a little bit before adding salt, because if I add the salt right now, it might toughen the cow skin. So I'm going to add the salt later, not now. All right, guys, I'm going to put in the salt now. Can you see? I didn't even add any water. Can you see that? It's a lot of water from the meat. That's why you don't add water except if really needed. So I'm going to go ahead now and add the salt to it. Just be careful on the salt. You rather add more because you won't be able to take away. So just give it a mix so it can go together. Then we allow it to keep boiling. Like I said, if it's needed to add water, you can do that. If I come back and I look at it and it needs water, I'm definitely gonna add. If not, this is fine for now. Alright guys, this is what I did with the fish. I boiled hot water and I poured it on it. It's gonna help take away any sand, any just whatever it is. The hot water will help with that. So I'm just gonna drain it out of it right now, and I'm gonna be deboning it just the same way I'm gonna debone the stockfish, okay? I like to take away all the bones because of my kids. They are very little, so I try and make sure all the bones is gone. I remember back when I was growing up, my mother used to put the back, and I wonder, why are you putting this? And she said it's for the taste, but I don't like to put it anyway. I'm putting just the meaty part of the fish. You can see all the bones. I'm taking them out gradually. You got to be careful with this. If you don't have kids, you can as well just throw it in like that, but when you have little kids like me, you got to be sure you take out all the bone. If it was stockfish bone, that don't matter because it's big and it's soft. It's not gonna hurt them, unlike this one. So you just leave that one. But with this dry fish or smoked fish, you gotta really debone them. Another ingredient I'm gonna say that's kind of missing here is that's periwinkle. If you have it, I looked for it at our local African market store. They don't have it, they were out of it. But if you have it, it's very good in this soup, just like in Afang soup. If you don't, if you have shrimp, I mean, go ahead and use the shrimp too. That could do. If I had shrimp right now, I'll be adding it to it, but I don't have, so let's leave it locally like this. Okay, I'm done with the dry fish. Right now, I'm deboning the stockfish. You see the bone? Where is it? The bone is actually, you could even squeeze it with your hand. So it's okay, it doesn't hurt the kids. So this is it. This is a mixture of the dry fish and the stockfish. So in a few minutes, we're going to be adding them to the pot. Okay, it's like a one pot soup kind of. All right, guys, it's almost well done. Done anyway, but not all the way. I'm going to be adding the dry fish and the stockfish. Also my mixed pepper. Remember my red, yellow, orange scotch bonnet pepper and crayfish. And I'm gonna give it a mix. Give it a mix and then allow it to cook more. I want it to be softened. Not too soft, but at least, you know, chewable for everybody. Alright guys, now it's time to introduce our 1 cup of oil. I like to put the oil before the vegetables so that the oil, the taste of the oil can sink into the meat and everything. Make sure you're using a good oil. For us in diaspora, sometimes it's so hard to find a good tasting oil. But if you're lucky, normally when I find a very good one, I try to buy a huge amount of it, so I don't run out so soon. You know, this soup actually requires a lot of oil because the vegetable soaks up oil. But if you don't like oil, you could, you know, put little. But for me, this soup really requires. And also I want to say something. I'm dedicating this soup to the blessed Efik woman, Auntie Ima, that taught me this. I also say, no, she continued to rest in perfect peace. I want to thank Ikong, Rima Bong, all of my friends, all of them. I can't even remember them, that made sure I got, you know, the grips of this food, this soup. And all my Calabar, Efik, all my Cross River friends and family. God bless you all. Thank you for this meal. Alright guys, you see all the water is dried. All we have is the oil that is kind of frying the meat. So right now I'm going to go ahead and introduce the water leaf. Remember, we're not adding water because water leaf is already water by itself. The next one is the spinach. If you're using pumpkin leaf, which is ugu leaf, go ahead and add it now, but this is spinach. And finally, I'm gonna add a little more crayfish and the onions and pepper that I just sliced by the side, just to give it some color. You can skip that. Now we're gonna allow it to cook for like probably 4 minutes. Okay. All right, guys. Yes, this is it. The Edikaikong soup. Just give it a final mix. You see the vegetable is still green because you don't want to cook it so long, so you can still get the nutrients out of the vegetable. When you go ahead and test for salt, let's see. Okay, that's perfect. I didn't have to add much. Just adjust your seasoning and salt the way you would. And this is it, so it's time to serve it. Now to dish out the Edikaikong, I'm gonna be serving this with coconut flour swallow. The link should be popping up anytime from now. You can serve with pounded yam, cauliflower swallow, cabbage swallow, fufu, pounded yam, and all that. Feel free. So friends, this is it, our Edikaikong soup in diaspora. You see, even if you have a frozen vegetable, this shows you can still make that lovely local soup you are used to eating in Nigeria or in your country. All you have to do is substitute. So here is my coconut flour swallow. It's gonna go down with this, guys. I wish you were here to try it with me. But anyway, you can still test it by going ahead and making yours. Tag me if you do. Send me the picture in Instagram or Facebook page, Ogo Nwadi. Thank you so much. It's been a great day. I appreciate you guys. My returning subscribers, I say God continually bless you. And for you that tuned in for the first time, may God richly bless you. Please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave me a comment. See you at the next video.